Alright, y'all, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast West. I'm your host, Youth, and today I will be doing the Week 5 review, Week 6 preview of high school football. Here we go. Of course, we're going to start out with West as they got a win 56-14 over Knoxville Central. They were struggling in the first couple quarters, but then they got away. They pulled away with the win in the very end. So West is still proving they are a good team. Of course, unfortunately, I will not be covering West this week since of the hurricane stuff that's going on. I've heard news their game might not be played. And that being the update that as I know so far, if that's the case, I will not be covering West High School at its Heritage. Next, we're going to talk about South Doyle. They took a tough loss, 49-0 to Dibs, which means Dibs is 5-0. I don't know the last time they've done that. But hey, Dibs looks like their team to beat this year. I also will not be covering South Doyle today since they travel to Knoxville Central, which is a North team. So that will be featured on the North Channel. Next, I'm going to talk about Harns as somehow they took another tough loss, 35-0 to Heritage. I'm saying somehow as I thought the game would be more close, but Heritage pulled away with a win the entire game. As for their next game, which is against Fulton, this is a home game for Harns, so I had to cover this game due to the fact Fulton is a North team. I normally predicted Harns to win this game since they looked like they were the more talented team. But I've seen Fulton's games. They look like they're the more talented team now. They beat Detmer Pittman. They took Halls to overtime. And they blew out Cable County. So Fulton looks like the talented team now. So I'm going to change my prediction. I no longer have Harns winning this game. I now have Fulton winning this game. They look like the better team now. Besides, Harns started showing some more weakness after Heritage. So there's that. Follow-up statement. It looks like West will be playing Heritage on Saturday. So I will be covering this game. And it'll be very quickly because next, we're going to talk about Hardin Valley. And they'll be playing Maryville. Their game's still negotiating. So I'll give you all the updates from this video as we know of today, since of the hurricane that's going on and all that stuff. Anyways, of course, West, they're home in this Heritage on Saturday. Of course, as you can tell, West is clearly the better team. I know they are not the same team from the last 2 years, but Heritage is not on West's level. West has the better talent so far, despite the fact they struggle in the Central, so I have West winning this game. Of course, up next, we're going to talk about Hardin Valley and Bearden. Bearden's latest game, as Bearden wins 35-7 over the Hawks. Of course, this game is apparently as much closer as I expected. I thought it was going to be some kind of more of a blowout, since Hardin Valley is not that talented. But to be honest, Bearden did put in their backups in the end of the game. You know what's cool is that there was a quarterback for Bearden who had the number 93. And everyone else thought I was put in the game because I'm on the football team. Spoiler alert, I did not play that night. That was Carlos Banson, who joined back the football team after being in it a couple years back. And he wore 93 just for me. So there's a bonus I gotta state there. But disclaimer, I did not play for Bearden that night. Besides, my position would be a wide receiver. Doesn't get any easier for Hardin Valley, as they have to play a tough Maryville team at Maryville. Of course, they are top 5 in the state, I think, for Maryville. They are a really, really good team. They're one of the best 6A teams. So Maryville has all the talent. I think we can easily say, I don't know if this is high school football, anything can happen. Maryville wins by a blowout in this game. More talented, way talented. They're just the team to beat. Hardin Valley does not have the talent to beat Maryville now. Of course, disclaimer, as I'm recording, we do not know if this game is going to happen yet. They aren't discussing it right now. So this game either may be played or may not. If it does play, it's going to be on a Saturday or at a different date. It won't be on a Friday. Of course, before we go on the William Blunt, I have now heard information. Maryville Hardin Valley will be on a Saturday. It will be a morning game. So go ahead and show up for that game if you want to go. And I'm also hearing reports that Fulton and Harns might not be played at Harns, but rather at Hardin Valley, which is a bit hilarious. I don't know the last time a game was played in a neutral location. Besides, Fulton's never been in Hardin Valley, so that gives Harms a bit of an advantage, but I still have Fulton winning this game if it's moved to Hardin Valley. Of course, for William Blount, as expected, they won in a blowout. It is West Ridge, 53-13, I believe is the final score. And while that does bring in momentum for William Blount as they got a district win, they still have to play at Science Hill. Two things. Number one, this is an away game for William Blount, so Science Hill has the home field advantage. Second off, Science Hill actually had a great game against Maryville. I forgot to talk about Maryville. They did had a pretty tough game against Science Hill. Still was able to pull out with a win. Final score of that one was 23-17 Maryville. So, with William Blount bringing a tough Science Hill team that is ranked in the state, I think Science Hill has more of the talent and they're going to win this game. Of course, this game will also be played on a Saturday as well. Finally, the game of the week. Of course, as you expected, the Battle of Hinston Pike, Bearden at Faraday. Of course, it was going to be a Friday game, but it was moved to Saturday, 6 p.m. I will still be there. Bearden, last week, got a win over HVA. Verdict has a bye week. Do not deceive them because of their record. They are currently 0-4. They're a bad team. They lost to good teams. They lost to Dobbins Bennett in a close game, blown out by Powell, who's currently a good team, blown out by Cleveland, I think. I think it was Cleveland. No, before Cleveland, they got blown out by West. West is a good team. However, they did get blown out by Cleveland the week after. So, Faraday's been going through some tough losses. But they are not a bad team. They are a good team. They're not bad, they're good. Do not deceive them because of their record. Like they say, like the saying goes, never judge a book by its cover. Faraday has some talent. And of course, it's high school football. You'll never know what will happen. Faraday has the home field advantage in this game, especially when they're doing the stadium, kind of celebration thing, as they're renaming it to Eddie Courtney Stadium. Good for them. This is also a good game for the community as well. It's all that rivalry, all that stuff. But, that's not what I'm here for this game for. Of course, this is going to be a classic game. While it's not on a rivalry Thursday, that is race versus Wakeway, which, is going to happen at any moment as I'm recording this. This is still a good old rivalry game. Battle of Hinston Pike. Of course, All Sports Pass that's North has their own rivalry, or they cover the rivalry on their channel. The Battle of Emory Road, Halls versus Powell. That's another exciting rivalry game to figure out who's Haynes of the North of Knoxville. But this is going to be Haynes of the West. And without further ado, here's my prediction. I have Bearden winning this game. Faraday has talent. Not gonna lie. Bearden has been beaten up injured. Not gonna lie. That's facts. But I still think Bearden has some talent. They have some players coming back. And I think they're able to pull away with a win. Faraday's going to do pretty strong in the game. But I think Bearden can have the potential and the ability to win this game. I have Bearden winning. Of course, that's going to be all I have for you today. If you like the video and subscribe, that will help us out. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. And don't forget to subscribe to the North channel as well. That will also really help us out. Your host, Youth, signing out. And I will also make that Tennessee video tomorrow. Since I forgot to do it, that's pretty much very late. But Tennessee has a bye week, so North might not be covering Tennessee Arkansas until next week. Since that is Tennessee's next game. So, see you later.